Well, good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what are we doing today? Well, we're thinking and we're doing stuff and we're tidying out workspaces and rescuing scrap metal from under the bench. I'm in England, and a lot of people ask me why are you going to England? You know, France is beautiful. Well, I've still got responsibilities here in England as well as the joys of being in France. But one of the things that I needed to do was I needed to sort out some bits and pieces of paper. As some of you know, the United Kingdom is going through a minor political upheaval at the moment, and I really don't want to talk about that. I think those of you that know me know my views. Those of you that don't, well, on the basis that around about 52% of you will disagree with me, we're not going to go there. But I needed, amongst other things, to sort out a driving licence. Now, I've held a driving licence since the 1970s, and I can show you bits of my old driving licence. I've still got a full driving licence for cars and motorcycles and such likes, and yep, there's a reason and where and why for as to how I've still got one copy of my old driving licence. That is very much the obsolete old thing. Oh, there's a cat just come to look at what I'm doing. Okay, alright. Let me just pop you down for a moment while I talk to this cat. Yeah, no food to be found here. Scrap metal, but no food. Cat no longer interested in what I'm doing. And after many years of driving all sorts of weird things and passing all sorts of driving tests, I ended up with these, and I've got my thumb over it so you can't work out too much about me. You know, credit fraud and all that sort of problem. And this is a wonderful driving licence. It allows you to drive anywhere in Europe today, but perhaps not in a week's time. Perhaps in a week's time it will only allow you to drive in the United Kingdom. So the Great British Government has decided that we're going to make some changes, and we're going to be a forward-thinking and a modern competitive nation, and we're going from this fully digital thing with my photograph printed into it and all sorts of numbers on it that allow policemen from Scandinavia or Italy to know what it is that I can and can't drive. This is so old-fashioned, having this sort of fantastic digitally sort of controlled and managed thing. So we've now introduced a brand new type of driving licence to allow me to drive in France. Hang on a moment. Now, to get a driving licence that allows me to drive in France, what I needed to do was take my old driving licence, my passport, and a passport size photograph to a local post office, where a very helpful young man guided me through the complex system and issued me with an incredibly modern, wonderful driving licence. And I'm trying to work out how to put my hand over it so I don't give too much away. But look at this. This is the new international driving permit that will allow me unfettered access just to the roads of France and Belgium. Interestingly, it isn't valid in Germany because it's not written in German. This is the new modern, fantastic, brilliant driving licence, and somewhere in the back here it's got my name and my address and a picture of me, which was stuck on with old-fashioned glue. There we are. That's one of the reasons that I had to come to England this week. Anyway, I'm going to carry on tidying and cleaning and generally making some of my problems less.